About that.
Action! Welcome back to the world's most dangerous podcast, Not So Common NSC. What's up, fellas?
What's good?
What that?
Straight. See that boy
I'm recording y'all live from Ruby Tuesdays, man. I had to come get some food, man. But you know, I still got to get on to represent. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, they need to become a sponsor.
I'm about.
Tell them to become a sponsor.
Right. Ain't too many people here, but I'm gonna talk to management before we leave, though.
Hey,
what's good?
We get paid for this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially with all this Diddy Talk going on.
Word.
But speaking of Diddy Talk, go get your colons ran into.
Go get your colons ran.
I just had a colon like last week. I had a for everybody who's out there had a colon exam. I've been telling everybody like since I had it, like everybody must go get their colon checked because I was dealing with some digestive issues, and you hear stories all the time, right?
Yeah.
You hear these stories of, oh, my uncle had these, and this is what happened to him, or this celebrity just, you know what I'm saying, just died because of this. So from the moment I made the appointment to the gastroenterologist, until the day I got my results, I was smiling at people's face and sweating on the inside.
Yeah.
Because it's the longest wait of your life. But it's an easy process. Like you don't feel it. Like they put you to sleep. And like I remember telling the doctor, like when they got me in there, they put me on my side, right? Ass cheeks all out. They was like how you like this. So it was like put me on my side and put one leg out and one leg like this, right? Like all women in there, right? So
hold on. You heard in the background? Take that.
All right. He felt like Little Rob. He said he woke up before he felt sore and didn't know what happened.
Yeah, you give him that Tony Yayo.
Bro, all I remember is this. They said I had my glasses on, right? And they was like, "Oh, I gotta take your glasses off." And I was like, "Okay." And then the lady came and put the mask on. I had my hat on. I was like, you want the hat?" She was like, "No." And I had the mask on too, because they inject you with the shit through your blood, through your veins.
Oh, they hit you with the baby oil?
Exactly.
Hold on, stop. Right. Yeah.
I know. Look, I'm not a part of the doc.
Nobody caught this. What are you doing in surgery with your hat on, man?
Bro, I'm a nigga.
Yeah, hat on.
Bro, all I remember is doing this. All I remember is adjusting the mask, and I said, "Hey, y'all can have a hat." And next thing you know, I woke up in a whole other room.
Man.
And I was like, y'all, we done already? It was like, man, we been done. We thought you enjoyed the shit the way it took you, so the way you slept. Bro. So man, it was that easy.
They kicked Mookie out and gave him I'll call you later.
Exactly.
It was like, sir, the colonoscopy went well, and number 2, you have the best ass in here.
Whoa.
But that let me tell you what the doctor did to me yesterday. So I go in there to get the results, right?
Yeah.
So you know how when you're waiting for results, it takes the time slows down.
Hold on. But it was more to that story, though.
What?
Didn't you?
Yeah, I remember what he said.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I know what happened to that.
Hey, look, this thing happens to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's feel ass, they go throw up.
Word.
But hey, I was like, I don't remember. That's the first part. You don't even remember that. You don't even feel it.
I can't say that's normal.
Bro, they said everybody do it.
I don't know. I ain't never hear that story in my life.
You the first.
You
so
just
when
smell
the
it
doctor
unconsciously.
came in the waiting room, he came in not in the waiting room, but in the room. He's serious face, shook my hand. How you doing? Then all of a sudden he sat down with the straightest face, said, "I'm gonna get straight to point, Mr. Wilburn." When he said that, my legs started wobbling in the chair. I was like,
remembered, huh? Yeah.
I was like, help me.
He let
Help me.
out a little gas and everything.
Hey, but seriously, on a serious note, people don't know how strong that emotion is to go through that.
Yes,
You know,
bro.
that's a scary place to be in. Like you're just waiting.
Yes.
You don't know where your life is just hanging. Like it's just crazy.
Bro, when he said, "Oh no, your colon's fine," I was like, "Nigga, start with
Like,
that."
after you be relieved, like, all right, cool, man, I'm good. Like,
Yeah, he was like the polyps were removed. He said the polyps they took out would have never became cancer. They was like, you got not only got the best ass, you got the best colon in here too.
Oh,
That's TMI.
I don't know what he meant by that. I woke up not knowing really understanding what was going on.
listen.
Most
He
of them
complimenting
did.
you on your ass
I
while
know.
you was unconscious. I'll be a little worried.
yeah.
Why you keep
He
saying
telling
that
you got
like
the best ass in there
last-
that they, you know.
I mean,
Hey, look,
if
he
he's
telling the
scheduling
truth,
your follow up for tomorrow, now you better say something.
hey, if he telling the truth, hey,
You might have got Dr. Diddy up in there.
damn.
Now, you know what? I think sometimes doctors they may get a kick out of that, man, having somebody on edge, and it's like,
I
man,
think
I'm
so
bored as
too.
hell. Let me trick this person today. I'm gonna see their reaction.
Would you
I'm
do
gonna act
it?
all serious. You know what?
Like if you was a doctor, would
Giggles?
their last words before they go to sleep is, "Don't worry, I'll be gentle."
You might wake up a little sore.
Right before you pass out, like right before you pass out, this is going to be so much fun.
Exactly.
This is going to kick ass.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
I'm glad everything
Get
cleared up though.
It's okay to let the doctor diddy your butt if it's medical medical reason.
Is that
Get
a
up
term
there.
now?
It's Pookie
I
froze.
didn't know that was a term.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, I'm sorry, Pookie. Did we hurt your feelings?
Yeah, I think Pookie blacked out. He heard all this.
Radio Shack strikes again.
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he frozen. I'm about to. He trying to come back in now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's two of y'all.
That computer's off. Like, yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, man. Troy, you next. Go get that doctor in there.
Oh, keep it real. I think I got one coming up myself. So
Yep. He be
colonoscopy.
that camera.
not a cold, not well, a physical. You know how they like to check.
This is the camera. They put one end on each cheek and they put the camera in like that. That's how they do. And they be like, and that's the camera right here.
What is wrong with you?
Don't tell me you watched the footage after the surgery. You like, all right.
Yeah, he did. That's how come
you know what? I didn't watch the footage, but I saw the pictures. They give you the pictures of your colon. Mm-hmm. It's weird seeing the inside of your.
You just kept rewinding it and rewinding it. Fast forward, rewind it. It's just like,
yeah, because it sounds like you enjoyed that a little too much now.
Hey, look, I'm just relieved overall.
You just need money.
That's a good thing.
I gotta go back in 5 years. Huh?
Boo, you got it done?
Turn your shit up. No. Pookie, turn your volume up.
I'm sure I'll be getting it done in the near future.
Is that better?
It should be soon.
Okay.
You know we're pushing 80.
I haven't set a date or anything, but it'll be,
Yeah,
I'll get what I need to get checked out. Trust me. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
But yeah, so speaking of, getting in the crevices again. Y'all saw the Diddy Doc?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, I see, being like a week or so removed from watching it, it is quite a bit that was left out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of it. No, it was a good story. It was a lot of stuff that was put together, but it's a lot that's left out too.
It's very
But
interesting.
what was in there was enough, though. It was enough
Yeah.
to put on. It was a very good documentary, but definitely was a lot that I seen that was kind of left out. But they put out what they want to put out.
It
pretty
left
good,
a lot of it. I wouldn't say answered a lot of questions like that people been asking for years. It just kind of like shed a light on a lot of stuff, and it opens more questions to me. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole Tupac and Biggie thing,
I mean, but nobody was surprised about that. Everybody kind of knew that. That was always the speculation from all of that. Like, you kind of knew that. It was just more of the you knew the mastermind behind it all.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
kind of
if he truly grew up the way that they say he grew up, becoming a person with excessive resources, I could definitely see him being who he is.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I personally thought that Doc was some BS. I thought it was trash.
Like what I told you, you're not the only one. It's a lot of people that's out there that's thinking the same thing.
And this is why I say that is because the Doc was geared to make you see it in a certain way. They didn't show everything. They didn't show equally the life. They showed a part that everybody's speculating on. Had people just tell some story that nobody can verify, and that's what we went on. And I'm like, I'm not saying he was innocent, nothing. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying the Doc was geared to put it in a certain way. Why 50 Cent?
It was definitely biased. I mean, if it gave a balanced story, it wouldn't be sensational and people wouldn't really watch it.
Exactly.
Like if it was given that total balance.
Yeah. Like that whole did he pay people to kill Tupac? You will never ever find out. It'll always be.
That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like it answers. It makes you ask more questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Was it a setup? Was it did he really pay these people off? Did he really set And this is just my own speculations. Like, did he really set up Biggie? Honestly, it could go down that route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, everybody always had that in the back of their minds of because he did kind of blow up right after that. Everybody knew who he was, but he did not become who he was until after that.
And see, like during that, it kind of speculates of what was going through, like what was going through Biggie's mind during all that stuff before everything happened to the event of him passing away. And a lot of people didn't know. Well, legitimately. I mean, not legitimately. They say that that he really didn't even want to be there. He didn't want to be in LA. He didn't want to be all that stuff, and that Diddy was kind of just pretty much forcing, and that what kind of like drove me down that lane of did he really set him up? But it's just also like hearsay.
Yeah, with this. And you're right. The thing about it, and it's the people. Also, it's the people who look. If I got a victim blame, I'm victim blaming. The dude who said he owned 25% of Bad Boy, and then Diddy came in with a bat and made him sign it over. Like, come on. And then he still work for him. Like,
but at the same time, if he really was that type of person, wouldn't you be scared to even try to say anything about this man?
Not at that time.
Bro. You had to get that 25% out of me.
I'd have beat Diddy.
You'd have to do something to me for real. Like it had to be
you ain't gonna just walk in there with no bat. And see,
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like, nah.
And then he said I was afraid and I signed it over, but I didn't want to lose my job. I still work for him. What?
Right.
And but
Like,
25% is worth more than the salary you getting paid, bro. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what if?
Well, it was
I'd
other
rather just
points that
cash
he was
it out.
talking
Like, yeah,
about
give me
too,
that.
because there was rumors
Damn, all I
that
see
they
is
were
teeth.
actually
Yeah, I
like
can't even see you, boo.
yeah, I'm driving in the car right now.
Oh, okay.
Be
So
careful.
it
You
was
riding
rumors
in the
that
car right now,
they
right?
were
Yeah.
romantically involved. That's one of the
I heard
rumors that's
that.
going on about him and the dude Kirk. There were
Mm-hmm.
there were rumors. Now Kirk didn't necessarily admit to it. He just said that he was SA'd. But
Yeah.
there had been rumors before he said that in this documentary that they had been like romantically involved. So it's a bunch of speculations around it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But
Yeah.
man, it's a very interesting documentary.
Hey, here's. What's up, Jennifer?
Hey, what's going on, Jennifer?
Jennifer.
What you gonna say?
what up? What up?
People keep calling.
No, but it's and then how is Diddy? This is a young Diddy. Diddy ain't nothing at this moment, right?
Yeah.
How is he taking everybody girl? Diddy was a
That was
fun
his
looking-
only goal, wasn't it? That was his only goal. He just wanted to take somebody else's girl. It had to be somebody else's. He didn't want nobody that was single. He wanted them with somebody. That's how he just felt. I overpowered you. I got who you were with, sir. He left you
So
me type of
took
mindset.
Kim Porter from I'll Be Sure. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Hit the first one from
No, not Kim Porter.
Who's
He took Kim Porter from somebody else, right?
Yeah.
No,
It was,
it was I'll Be
I'll Be
Sure.
Sure.
It was
yeah,
I'll
that
Be
was
Sure.
I'll Be Sure, but she
Yeah.
wasn't the
Was it
first
Craig
one though.
Mack? Yeah, Craig
Nah,
Mack
somebody
girl?
else.
Yeah, it was
Huh?
Justin's mom, Misa.
Oh,
Yeah, Misa was somebody else's girl,
Yeah,
I thought
Eric
Yeah.
Sherman.
and Cassie was Ryan Leslie's girl.
Yeah.
Right.
I was about to say that.
Who you said was the
Ryan
first girl?
Leslie.
Eric Sherman?
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, Misa was where what's on Eric?
Yeah, Eric
And
Sherman.
that whole scene
I
was
mean,
done. They
I
fought.
don't think he took him from her, but they had been together before she was with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
And they fought outside and they drove around the corner and he played the Biggie song.
Well, he said he swung on him. He said they didn't actually fight, but he said he swung on him and missed.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, if you want to go there, let's go around the corner and handle it like men. And they said when he went around the corner, that's when he was like, yo, hear this music. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like,
yeah, that was dumb. That was a dumb song.
Now the main question I would ask watching that documentary is how many people out there in that position that are like that? Because I know Diddy ain't the only dude out there doing this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? He's
That's
just
why you
been
got the whole Me
exposed.
Too movement.
Yeah, he's just been exposed, but for the most part, I don't see it being any different than any other. Most people in his type of position, I don't see him doing anything any different.
Nah. Hey, yo, bro, you remember? Did anybody else catch? I was talking to bro about this. Like, Diddy reminds me of like if you ever watched the show Empire. That whole Lucius Lyon character.
Yeah.
Like literally the same person. Like,
I haven't seen it.
Like there's so many similarities between it. Like had the 3 sons and
Yeah. So I think part of what also made him how he is he grew up the way he grew up, exposed to them things, but then they were reaffirmed in the groups that he ended up with when he became wealthy. When you around them same people, oh, y'all videotape people too? Oh, y'all do this too? So it's like it kind of reaffirmed it and like, solidified like, oh, I can do this while I'm at this height and get away with it, and people gonna just do it because I say so, because I got power.
Yeah.
So
his mom was the first Diddy.
His mom was the first.
How you a regular person? She talking about she was throwing house parties and NBA player, Knick players was in that.
Outta
They had
here.
some. They
That
was.
was crazy when they talk about he slapped D Fire from
I
African
heard.
Mac. Yeah. I was like, dang.
You know what I think that first started everything with him? When he found out who
What?
his daddy was. When he found out his daddy was a gangster,
Yeah.
that hustler.
Yeah.
I think that made a image in his mind of what he really wanted to be. Like he saw when he watched some old gangster movies, when black exploitation movies, he was like he had this image of like, oh, my daddy was a hustler. This is what I'm supposed to be, you know.
Right.
And he lived his life like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So
Yeah, like he
his
did
daddy
that.
like him. So you know,
It sounded like you had drinks.
But the part that also kind of got me was how they said when he gets in trouble, he returns to the community for support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's fake. He ain't really rocking
You
with
saying
everybody
like he
like
was
that.
like, give me that sanitizer, like please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
And that
like,
just lets you know
Yeah,
what the people
he
at
got to
those
smell
heights.
his whole body. Like I understood his hands,
Ooh,
but
like check his
dang.
clothes. Like he went in the
Yeah.
quarantine.
Yeah.
he wanted to bathe in that hand sanitizer.
Tell us how you really feel about us. But I don't put that past any of them though. Like Boo said, like there's it's not just him. It's the mentality of people at that height. I gotta go touch these. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, one of the one person I couldn't stand was what's his name, Lil Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Oh
could
yeah.
not stand his story. The whole I would wake up and Diddy be right in my bed and I'm sore, but I wasn't understanding what was
That's what I was just talking about. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
you
he
sound
was
like
just
Lil
mentioning
Rod,
that.
man.
Yeah.
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 But
Like,
when I had that
at least
when I had that
you know why he
colonoscopy,
needed
I
all that
understood
baby
exactly
oil.
what went on.
so was your drawers on when you woke up? Answer
Exactly.
the whole question. Like, were you naked?
Exactly.
Like, what are we
I'm
picturing?
sore.
Like,
Well, at least you know what he
fully
needed
clothed?
all that baby oil for. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and then he was talking about how sore he was, so Diddy was rocking
Right,
it.
like,
Word.
bro, like,
He made him put on that baby oil, made him go to sleep real quick.
we need to know how
I don't think
innocent
he
you
baby
were.
oil with him.
Nah, oh, you don't think so?
No.
No, I'm asking you a question. I was just asking you a question. I said, you don't think so? That's all I said.
Oh, to what?
No, I was just making a joke saying that he probably put that baby oil and made him go to
you
sleep.
don't think so?
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like, I wasn't, and then made him do the whole album and didn't get paid.
Yeah. But that's quite common in the industry. Like I hear that from like so many different artists. Like, yeah, I never got paid. Like, that's nothing you want to be in. And like, y'all get paid under the table or something.
Like, bro.
But it's all those people with the hopes of getting on or just being associated, like Craig Mack, right?
Yeah.
He got nominated. They say nominated for a Grammy and broke.
Yeah.
You performing at the and you broke.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I would say 90% of artists robbed. Diddy was pretty much the most boldest.
We don't know what you're saying, bro. You muffled.
Yo, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Nah, I was saying if you think about it, artists
I was saying.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I was saying.
It's on and off.
Yeah, man. I'm on the phone, man. It's the phone ain't phoning right now.
Hey, we hear everything but what he trying to say, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone, man.
You just ain't got no service. Where you at?
Yeah, you probably traveling. That's why it's got you.
Yeah, my AirPods is acting up. But I was saying that that most artists get robbed. Most of them get robbed. It's just Diddy was the one that was kind of like he was the most boldest with it. You know what I'm saying? Most a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, a lot of the executives don't speak up when it comes to a lot of that stuff. They don't respond to these artists. Diddy kind of like the only one that was kind of like he didn't say well, but he was still kind of out there like, man, you know, like speaking of trying to defend himself, but ain't nobody else ever trying to defend themselves or be bold with it like Diddy was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And,
You know,
but you oh, go ahead, Poop.
oh my bad, but I was gonna say, you know what else kind of stuck out to me that I don't hear nobody talk about? Like, I truly believe that scene with those people that got killed at his event when he was like
Yeah.
starting up, I really believe that could have been some sort of sacrifice right there.
You mean the
Because
rituals to propel him?
because
Yeah.
it
You talking about the
reminds
basket?
me
You
of
talking
the
about the
whole
celebrity basketball game that they
Yeah,
had?
he's talking about that one.
yeah, that event that he threw. I really believe because it's so similar to that whole Travis Scott thing as well. It's very very similar how the whole setup. You get what I'm saying, Troy? You
Yeah, I
remember the
get what
whole
you're saying.
Travis Scott when people were
Yeah.
away?
Yeah.
It was an Astro World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of stuck
Yeah.
out to me a little bit.
And
Yeah.
that put him on the scene and propelled him up to
Yeah.
fame and the start of it. I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know, people be like, "Oh, he couldn't. That's so bad." Good or bad is the same thing. Like at the same time, like you could do something bad and still become super famous.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no right way to get there, as long as you were getting to that point of which way you signed up for. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, you remember when I was earlier, I was talking about like, you know, I can victim blame on this documentary. Look, the art, it's not like I said, it ain't the women who were assaulted. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the artists who kept saying that they got screwed by Diddy, he didn't pay us. Then every artist from the beginning was saying who Puff Daddy was, that they didn't get paid, but yet people still sign with him for the hopes that he ain't gonna do them like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's how
I
it
don't
gets
feel
him.
bad for
That's
you.
how it gets him. But
Well,
you know who did not say that? That escort he kept purchasing for them. And he never not one time he said he ain't
He didn't rub
he
that
got-
baby oil on him, boy. They
He
was going
never
at it for like 4
mentioned
days straight, boy.
Nah, he was
it.
rubbing
All
more.
his money.
He was rubbing more than baby oil on himself.
I know it was. They would
But
keep a sample of it. Yo, that was crazy, bro.
But he ain't say nothing about his pay.
Bro, for real, he was happy with it. Yeah, they all got paid on time.
Yeah, he had to worry about that.
He was like,
Yeah, but
well,
them
how much
folks were just wanting the fame more than the fortune. Because if you listen to, you remember when Babs said she had her lawyer look over the contract. He said the lawyer said he offering you fame, but he ain't offering you no fortune.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
And the whole process where he put, I remember back in the day when he put the whole contract signing and details of the contract on making the band, I was like, what? He is revealing industry. It's like this stuff you don't let people know. Like, and he was letting them know. He let the world know. People act like people didn't pay no attention to that.
Right.
Oh, we can't hear
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, he's bold.
Yeah. Oh, he's a world master manipulator, yo. Like
pretty much
A1 manipulator. Like he manipulated his way through the game with no talent.
But that was his mentality. I get what I want. I can't be stopped.
Because Mark Curry, he hated. He was like, man, Diddy can't rap. He said I was trying to. You talking about the song he wrote for him? He was like, it took him a long time to just get the cadence right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Godzilla soundtrack song.
Yeah. Chat, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that song sounded so horrible.
What you say, Pookie?
Yeah, it was bad. Troy, you delayed, bro.
US.
Oh, I'm delayed.
Yeah.
I know you back right now. But yeah. So I like I said, I'm only victim blaming the artists because I don't feel bad for them at all.
That's it. No, you were chasing that. Like you could have been smarter than that.
Well, if you think about it, what's the typical age the artist gets discovered? How young are they?
Wait, hold on. Fiction, what's the name?
No, I was saying if you think about the actual artist, like most of the time they're young, they don't know no better. So, you pretty much put this fantasy in front of them with an opportunity to get out of their situation. They ain't looking at the fine print. They trying to get out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then by the time they realize they got screwed, it's too late. But you know, if you think about it, a lot of them are more vulnerable at that stage.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm trying to get out of this situation. I'm trying to get my mom out the hood, my family out the hood. So it's kind of like they're gonna sign up for whatever. And then when the shit hit the fan, they're like, well, damn, blah, blah, blah. A lot of them fall to that same thing. You know, most of the artists fall to the same thing.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah. Yo,
I think-
like,
And that's pretty much what they look at, all the glitz and glam and all that
Mhm.
different type of stuff from Diddy, you know. And he reels them in with it, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
that,
Jennifer got a point
what-
right here. What she said people think they have to kiss up to someone that's more popular than them. That's why they're more follower than leaders. That's like the girl who was it that wanted the 5,000 for the lawyer and he
Yeah.
wouldn't give it to her, but she still was trying
man.
Oh
to.
yeah.
Yep, I remember.
That's what that is right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like
Damn.
Zeno and him.
But yeah, nah.
Mhm.
What was that?
I don't even know.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, their greed has them focused on their desires and blinds them to the consequences. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
every
Absolutely
bad boy
right.
artist
Absolutely.
on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But like, can you? But honestly, can you blame them? Like you have these people that want to be in the NBA so bad. Like these
Mhm.
people be like, oh man, they trying to look at their first opportunity, that first little crack of a window, just to get a sniff of trying to get into where you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So you're willing to do anything to get to the top above the rest. Like, you know what I mean? So you're willing to do whatever and take, you're thinking you're taking the small cut now and do big later type mindset. Like, what, I
Yeah.
just want to get the door. So, but you ain't realize you stuck this 20 years, bro. Like,
Mhm.
you're
Yep.
just so excited, like,
Yeah,
you-
like he would charge his artists to be in the video. After
Yeah.
it's his idea to be in the video.
Yeah. He jumps in the video like, you know.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on your song too.
Word.
Yeah, but I'm gonna hop on that too. And you gonna pay me for it.
Yeah. I like I said, I don't. Everybody been knowing that who Diddy was. I'm talking about his artist, and still chose to sign with him after the last person said this. After the last person.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think though what that guy said was true, where he had a certain level of jealousy for the artist because they had a talent that he wished he had,
Yeah.
and they don't know the other side to give them the total success.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So definitely think he was like, man, if I had your talent, I could do all this, and I'd be this and that.
Right, and you looking at it from the talent standpoint. I'm looking at it from like the power standpoint of it. Like from his whole life, he always craved that power and attention. And with somebody else, not necessarily the talent that they hold, but the attention that they're getting from people. Like he wants it to where when he's on that stage, they're looking at him. They don't want. He don't want to be sharing that stage with nobody else, and they're clapping.
And
for
they
somebody.
mentioned that a lot in that series too.
Yeah,
about
he
that.
wants to
They mentioned that a
absorb
lot.
all of that energy for him.
Mhm.
And like it's just weird. Like you're in a position to help people get there, but you want that spot they want.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like so you're always going to be fighting somebody for that spot. Like you're bringing somebody up to challenge you.
Mhm.
So you bring them all the way up, then you knock them down. Then you bring them up,
Yeah.
then you knock them down. Bring them up, knock them down. Like,
Bruh, that part where they kept showing them doing that dance on stage around the girls, they're shaking the shoulders.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they all moving slow. He all,
Yeah.
yo, sit down somewhere, man.
Real man. But overall it was entertaining, overall. That's what it was supposed to be. Just entertaining. Because if they had said I'm pretty sure Puff Daddy gave out turkeys to homeless and paid for a scholarship for somebody and stuff. They had a focus on that. We just said, man, you know what? Puff Daddy came from nothing to something.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Every time, like, what they was saying, like they'd be like, yeah, Puff Daddy slapped the hell out of his mama. And then they show a clip. Sean Diddy Combs did not comment on this topic.
Yeah. They trying to get sued. Like, what y'all say? I slapped my mama. Well, let me get my mom in here and say,
Yeah. They did
Wait,
that
hold
like
on.
3-4 times.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Jennifer said it comes down to people do not know their own value. You don't have to fight to succeed. I mean, you got to fight somewhat to succeed, but not. I guess what do you mean by fight?
To that, I would say that with gatekeepers, like, so Puffy is a gatekeeper, and there are people who create that barrier to get you to do what they want, so you can have the opportunity, right? But nowadays, with the internet and all this stuff, you can freely put your music out there or put yourself out there or your talents out there and have someone recognize it and support you. Back then, it was one way. You like they showed in the documentary, people wait outside the building with ready to sing for them just to get that opportunity to get put on, because that was the only way. You was only getting in front of them so that they can see your talent was the only way.
Yeah. And I agree. I agree with
just came in.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Jennifer. Like you don't.
Wait, say that again.
I was saying I agree with Jennifer. You don't have to fight to succeed. Like, no, you don't. I agree with
but my thing is, what does she mean by fight? Like fight for success, or fight people?
Right. That is some. But I mean, like, what I thought. Well,
let's say you don't have to fight to make it. I made a name for myself without fight. Oh, okay. So she's like, like people are with Diddy, that relationship with the artist and Diddy. You don't got to have that sort of,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's someone like have somebody that you got to really fight to gain their approval and
exactly.
have
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't. I agree.
So yeah.
Some people like to take it that route. Like, I'll kiss ass to make it. Like, I don't care. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you sell your soul for nothing. That's why I said, like, I know we talk about this a lot, like whole mark of the beast thing. And people could be lining up for that motherfucker with, man, they ain't gonna give a fuck. That's how we're built now. Like, people are okay.
Man, Pooh, can I tell you a story? Because what you just said reminded me of something that happened at the Christmas party, the other day. When you said lining up just to fall in line or something like that.
Yeah.
So they have these different areas where they have food and drinks and stuff, right? So you can go to this cafeteria, you can go out the door to this tent, everywhere.
Yeah.
So they have these barcodes everywhere to where you can sign up to win prizes online, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's lined up going out to this tent, right? And the line is long, whatever. So I guess people are getting impatient. So up front, you see people scanning their phones with this lady holding the bar thing, and then everybody just start going through this other door.
Yeah.
Nobody knows even what's going on, but you see the next person start following, the next person start going. Now everybody's going this way. The line's getting shorter, and they're going to, get food or something. There was no food over there. People were just going to scan the barcode because there was the lady didn't want to hold the thing no more. They all were just rushing over there to scan the barcode. But people didn't know that. They were just following the next person,
Yeah.
Y'all were just sheep,
Yeah.
Yeah, just following.
That's how it is.
But as you can see, why it was such a big, thing going on over this documentary series, the Diddy stuff. Like, the whole thing is with 50 Cent producing it. You know what I mean? Is it revenge? All that different type of stuff. And as you can see, that's the reason why. Because you don't know what is real and what is not. throughout the whole, documentary.
Mhm.
I mean, the timing couldn't be any better than now. If he was to do this, like
But
you
how
just
the
gave him
way,
all the ammo, you supplied his gun.
but
Like,
like how the way I look at it, man. Like I understand what like me and Mookie was talking about this before everybody got on, but I don't think 50 will put something out there that would cause him to do all. I mean to get sued or whatever. But at the same time, I understand where you coming from, Mookie. You was like, there's ways around all that different type of shit.
Oh Lord, 50 Cent. We know 50 Cent got the lawyers that be. So he can have a clause in there to there where whoever's doing their interviews on this doc, these are your words and your words only. They don't they got to sign something.
That's pretty much what he like. So he's not. So that's why he put those disclaimers up after statements, right? Unprovable statements. That's why he put those disclaimers up. That that this is not a definite thing. This is just
like
so I can interview a
like
person.
He was prosecuted for this, and this, not whatever everybody's saying. He wasn't prosecuted for that.
Yeah.
That's why you can only say alleged because he hasn't been convicted at all, or none of those things that everybody's saying. So you can only say alleged. You can't say, "Oh, he did that shit." You really can't.
Yeah.
And I ain't speaking up for him. I ain't defending him. But if you're talking from a law perspective,
like, and
it's scumbags that get away with shit all day, especially with money.
Like,
you know what I mean? So a lot of shit could be true, but if he hadn't been tried in court or convicted of any of that shit, it's only
the whole video has videotape showing you everything that was taken. That's the part that got me. Like every story somebody was talking to you about, somebody was recording them. Like,
and it was a video too.
And then it could be somebody that seen it, like third party. Like, I seen Diddy over there with E Scoop, and E Scoop with the little ron, and then there'll be a video of them showing it, him over there talking.
But also in the series, in the documentary, they also mentioned many of times if they just heard it from somewhere, they mentioned that they were like allegedly. They don't come straight out and just say it. You know what I mean? So they was saying stuff like that in the documentary. And like what Pookie was saying, the videos also. I was like, so if it was just a story, they wouldn't have documentary like a video. You can't lie. Well, you could now with fucking AI, but videos like that, you can't really lie on that. A video, you can't lie on that, John.
Yeah, like he had recorded the footage.
Speaking of video, the dude, whoever he had recording him, did he not pay him? That's why the video got out there. I mean, that dude, he was literally following him around for days. So
that videographer
gave up that footage. Get that? Was it the fact that the dude Diddy said he was gonna pay him and didn't? And 50 was like, "Well, I'll double whatever he gave you," and he was like, "Here."
It could have been. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
I'm like, for him
it was days before. They kept saying it was days before he got arrested. So once he got arrested, it was probably like, "Yo, I forget that. I got other things to worry about. I got lawyers to pay." So maybe.
He let them get associated.
He probably did the same thing because it's almost like the way it signs out. It's like it makes sense a little bit if people saying, "Oh, he said he was supposed to pay us, and didn't." For the footage to get out there like that, he must have promised whoever that he was going to pay him and didn't. He was like, "Oh, really? Oh, you ain't paying me? Oh, here."
Bet.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that simple. So it's like, dang, maybe he wasn't paying some of these people because for that footage to get out there like that, like, man,
and for
he must have paid this dude a dime.
That documentary, maybe 50 paid. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Nobody knows. And
I didn't say anything.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, I was saying, it looked like we lost connection.
Oh, the only thing I heard from this, but I don't know if there's any more. Maybe I might know more. that the only thing I heard was Diddy, when it first came out, Diddy was going after, his lawyers was going after it, like to take it off of Netflix. That was the only thing I heard.
Yeah, because
do you remember the video? Do you remember in the beginning of the documentary, he was talking on the phone to the lawyer and was like, "You looking in the wrong place. You know, you got to look where people are at on social media." Well, Diddy was giving the footage out to big social media people. So that's how the footage is getting out. They said that at the end of the documentary, like they would release footage to you know, the big, what do you call them, influencers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of this footage was getting out already because he was putting it out.
Oh,
he was giving it to the social media people.
Well, can I ask you a question, Mook? You know, since you a pro now, you know, why did Diddy had all that baby oil and that lube inside the hotel room? Maybe you can answer that question for me.
I cannot. He was getting a colonoscopy, man.
Please, let's not go down that road again.
So speaking of paying people though, right? So were they saying he had spent $500,000 to pay that was supposed to go to Keefe D?
Yeah.
Right? It was supposed to be a meal that they did, but since Suge Knight didn't get killed also, they knocked it down to $500,000, right? And he was supposed to have given that to the middleman. I forget his name.
Yeah.
But you can't move $500,000 like that. Easy.
Your dude name was Zip.
Yeah, Zip.
Mm-hmm.
So in forensic accounting, they could have found like, all right, there was some money moved here, and they could trace it back to who it went to, where it came from. So all these years, if he was really a suspect, they could, you know, subpoena his financial records and got all that sorted out.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, it's impossible, but 500,000 isn't light change. Like that's not a off the radar transaction. You know what I'm saying?
Especially like some from back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like that's a lot of
definitely. Yeah. He paid that man a nice briefcase.
Or
handed it over.
I mean, even try going to the bank and getting $15,000 out or $10,000 out. They're gonna tell
all you gotta do is, hey, I'm in the music industry. We need that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna definitely flag that.
Regular Joe Smo, if I walked in there and be like, you know what? Let me get that 500,000. Like,
I mean, that's why I said knock it down to 10 or 15,000. Like for one of us to go and try to get 10 or 15,000 out, that's like wait a minute.
Yeah,
we don't keep money like that on hand.
200 out that account.
Like you gotta call us and give us a week advance for us to get that money on hand.
Even just one of us just even adding 500,000 to our bank account, they can be questioning like, hold up, this guy be drug money.
IRS gonna be contacting you real soon.
Word.
They're gonna be like, sir, you had $3 in your account for the past 4 years. Now
Word. Which bank you robbed?
Like that. You have $3.02.
Dude, you go into the bank and try to cash a check. Like y'all heard about that when Ryan Coogler went to cash a check from he got paid from the movie and they called the police on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google that. Yeah. This man went to cash his movie check. He's a movie producer. Went to cash his check from the movie. The bank was like, nah, this check fraudulent. He calling the cops on you.
He had a mask on. He had a mask on, and they was like, they want to see his ID in his face, and he wouldn't take the mask down. So
this is like during COVID.
I think it
like that you know how much money I got in my hand? I don't care. I'm about to just pull it down.
When you're dealing with that much money, you gotta know what when you're dealing with that much money, there are things that you gotta do for you gotta show your face and ID. Yeah. He didn't want to do it, so it's like
that's what I'm saying. I would have pulled my damn face mask down and showed my
movie to be like, you know what? You want to see nicest ass in Houston.
Yeah, all right.
Proctologist approved.
Me. It's me. Okay?
You want to know if I'm me? My gastroenterologist can tell you.
Ask about me.
Man, hey, before we get out of here, I want y'all opinion on this. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it.
No, but seriously though, you should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that shit early. Because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read. Wait, stop. I ain't gonna say that.
Whoa.
I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be literate because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
What's more important, reading or math?
Math. Told you. Math. I think you can listen to a book on YouTube. You can still obtain the information. And you don't have to know how to read. I'm reading and understanding. I believe common sense is better than everything. I'm a common sense nigga. I'd rather have 0 book smarts and common sense, be able to read the room, be able to read life, be able to read people. I try to understand people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
enough of that shit.
This is the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard in my life, bro. Like, first off, reading is how you gain knowledge. If someone wants to get paid, so for him, when someone's making him a contract, you think they're gonna put it on an audio book for you?
Exactly.
The dumbest thing ever, bro.
Everything on audio book form. Everybody gonna do it for
him. And here's the thing: you got a lot of these guys, these people always talking about. I'd rather have street smarts than book smarts or common sense smarts. Than you gain that by educating yourself. That's the only way you gain common sense, street smarts by education. You have. That's why they always these so-called thugs and gangsters that say I read that street smarts always getting killed because you had no common sense in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in math, you have to even read to know math.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: financial literacy starts from reading.
Yeah.
From reading, yes.
I think it was Trump, son.
So you know what's crazy is illiteracy is one of the main things that the teachers complain about. I've been seeing a lot of the videos of teachers speaking out. They're saying these kids can't read. All the way up into high school, they can't read. Fundamental things they cannot do.
That's because they got all this technology. Why read? All I gotta do is say, Google this or Chat GBT that.
Yeah.
They don't want to sit there and actually read the book and then write down the essay about the book of what you read.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like how it was when we were growing up. Like I joke when I say this, like our era was the best era. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's just my opinion. Our era was the best era. We actually had to read and all that different type of stuff.
Yeah.
I hear that so many, and it annoys when people say. The thing about it saying is they never put the effort in to learn how to read themselves. It was too hard for them, so they said, "Oh, I don't need it in the first place." And it's mostly people who say that aren't anywhere in their lives. Like they're not rich, they're not successful. At your job, you know what I'm saying, in a warehouse job, talking about all I need is common sense. Well, if you already had education, you may be somewhere else driving a forklift.
Yeah.
I think you need I think you need common sense, education, and street. That's just me personally.
Yeah, you need a good balance on all that.
Yeah,
right.
You need an extra balance on all of it.
It starts with just the literacy part. You right, you need all that, but it starts there.
Now that I really think about it too, with my job and new people, there's a lot of things that they have to read, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are just put in writing for you to follow and learn. And they do it like the answers are right there. It's simplified in written form on how to do something. And they still don't do it right because they don't want to read.
Yep.
That boggles my mind. Like how the how-to is right there in front of you, and you did this wrong because you didn't want to read.
You know what's boggled my mind also is when they took cursive out. I'm like, man, anybody can write down your name.
I too was boggled.
That's another.
I too was boggled behind the such.
There's a conspiracy behind that.
Wait, what'd you say?
It sounded like you said eye tools and boggles.
I said,
that's what I heard.
I too was boggled. Control was like, I was boggled. AJ was like, I was boggled too. And then I said, I was boggled.
Yeah, man.
That's another thing that teachers were complaining about, that the kids' handwriting is terrible. It's not even legible. One teacher was saying that she stopped giving writing assignments because she couldn't read what the kids were writing. Like
that's the problem right there. That's the problem.
And they're not writing in cursive either. They're writing in plain text, like non-cursive writing, and this writing is terrible. But there was a conspiracy.
I hear they got the new caveman style. Are you familiar with that?
You know, the capital A looked like a square, and then got a quick line going through it. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's terrible.
Lowercase a is like a circle, and then it's like line. I'm like, is that a B? No. Or a D? No, that's an A.
I don't even see
like that's the problem, because like what you said, the teachers took away the writing assignment because it wasn't legible. That's the problem. That's where y'all gotta help them, learn how to write legibly,
But
you guys
but they're also complaining that the behaviors of, like, they don't have the support of for the behaviors in the classroom. So they're trying to teach and they're trying to get through, but they're like, first off, if you only got like maybe four kids out of 25 to 30 that are on grade level, period, that's the struggle. And then they're saying that, you got the kids that can't read, kids that can't write, and they need more help. But the ratio of you trying to help them in the class during the assignment is they're outnumbered. They can't give that individualized attention.
That's another thing. Education. I mean, not education. The teachers is the numbers of teachers compared to the students is way low now.
Yeah.
Not too many people want to be a teacher anymore.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were like, the discipline actions. Now they ain't beating kids in school no more, but they were like, the things like, you got detention and they're doing away with all that stuff.
Because they don't care that they're getting detention. They still gonna do it.
No, you can tell by like the attention span. Like, cause Marley, she's a teacher. And I hear about that, like, it's so bad. Like it's hard to even like keep them within seconds of listening to something outright and understanding at that, like really understanding what you're saying instead of it just being words. They're actually putting it together and understanding. Like, it's so hard. Like, that's so difficult for them now.
Because it's a TikTok world,
yeah,
Snapchat world.
30 seconds.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a school?
Hold on. Jennifer said, "Wait a sec. They do still teach cursive in school." No, they
what school?
Oh no, she said dyslexic kids learn cursive. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But in like the city school districts here and stuff like that, and there is no cursive.
Yeah, I heard that.
You were a city school district.
Yeah,
a lot of the inner city schools.
Not even that. The school that AJ go to, AJ school isn't part of the city school.
I heard some schools brought it back, but it's not across the board as it used to be. Like, it used to be an automatic thing where they took it out for a minute, and then some schools brought it back, but I don't know.
Yeah,
she said dyslexic kids learn cursive better than print. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, with us being all adults, how often is cursive needed other than your signature?
Signing something. And
the conspiracy about cursive was that the Constitution is written in cursive. If you've never seen cursive and you don't have exposure to cursive and you don't know how to read or write, then you can't read it.
I was thinking that too. Like, a lot of these kids nowadays can't even read it. You know, when I'll write out something in cursive, and I'll ask what that say. It was like, I don't know.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
That's why conspiracy theories are funny because nobody's reading the Constitution anywhere to go right
Nobody's
now.
reading it anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
it's like
available in regular text, so
nobody's like,
a lot
they
of
hold
send
on.
a
the
lot of it's
original
probably
documents.
bullshit
If you want
anyway.
to read the original documents, it would be.
Real people hold ourselves self-evidence, and nah, I'm not doing that shit. But
Yeah,
my
and
thing is, I blame like my thing is it's always on the parents. It's like the teacher don't have the support. The main people that had the support from is the parents. They expect the teacher to that little time they spend with the teacher. You're supposed to only focus on that one child instead of them going home and you helping your kid read.
Yeah,
it's like the parents today are, and I'm not all of them. I'm saying like a lot of the failures are on the parents.
It starts with it. Yeah, it starts with the parents.
You know, you can't say anything to the kid because then he go down to tell the parents, and now the parents is mad because you making them read.
You know what it is too? It's like a lot of parents just stick the video game right in front of them when they was kids, when they was babies. Like they'll stick the tablet right in front of them, or they give them the controller to the game, and all of a sudden the game is what's like mainly raising them instead of you just sitting back teaching them A, B, C, D, you know, and 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
you know,
AJ today and the parents of today, both of y'all in the front of the game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I put it this way because my daughter she does pay attention to the game a lot. Now I give her grace only because of her grades. If I see that her grades have declined or it's affecting it, and I told her that the second I see anything declining in your academics, it's gone. So she's aware of that. You know, she's been on the honor roll and all that all year and stuff like that. So I let her ride with it. And then plus at school, there's no phones allowed. Like you can get suspended for having your phone. So pretty much during the week, she don't have her phone. You know, as opposed to being at home and being done with her homework. So that's why when a lot of times when she visits me on the weekends and stuff like that, I let her live. As long as those grades is where they're supposed to be, I'm not going, and I know during the week you don't really have your phone like that anyway. So I don't really give her too much slack about it.
You know how, bro, how we always, how people always fantasize like, dang, man, how would LeBron have existed in Jordan's era, or, that imagination. How do you feel the kids of today surviving in our era?
They wouldn't survive. You telling me they would have survived? Taking out trash.
In reality, they would have
like cleaning the house.
Man. If you
That's
take them from there, they wouldn't. But if they were born in that era, they would have.
Right, but I'm just
they wouldn't have survived. If you take their mindset from this era and put them in our era, they would not have survived.
Yeah, it'd be different. It'd definitely be different.
Word. They'd be like, why? Why do I gotta take out the trash? Why I gotta shovel the snow? I don't know how to do that. And then when they do it, it'll be half-assed.
They have no responsibility, nothing.
No, they wouldn't survive.
I look at it. I agree, but I look at it a little different because with some of these kids, if as the world gets older and older, or we move forward in time, we discover new things, we learn more, we educate ourselves more. So a lot of these kids do have things that are educated in a way that is good for today. That we were doing it maybe a harder time back when we were younger. It may be a smarter way, but we
evolve with the economy.
Well, I do understand you, because there was no technology around our era. There was no technology, so a lot of the stuff.
Just way of thinking.
I'm just saying that almost like instead of you thinking on a lot of stuff, which our era we did a lot of thinking. This era, you got a machine or device to think a little bit more for you. So a lot of the stuff that we're accustomed to, they don't necessarily have to do a lot of the thinking because they got the device.
They have to, but they also the generation has to keep those devices going. What you say?
I said, so technology stop whoopings.
I mean,
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Did that stop happening?
Huh?
I said, at what point did that stop happening?
Giving out
I
whoopings.
think that started. I think that stopped when
You know when it stopped?
when I think
CPS
when
got
parents started to get. I think when laws changed
hard.
and parents started to get prosecuted for that. I think
Exactly.
that slowed a lot of stuff down too.
Exactly.
Modern psychology, the promotion of modern psychology, it changes the perspective of discipline in children. It is not. It is frowned upon. Physical discipline is frowned upon. Well, spankings, all that stuff. It is really if you see where the push is, all that talking to kids and sitting them down and just you being verbal with the kids, that's a push from psychology. That's a psychological perspective.
Like, so you talking about when you yell,
I agree with
sit
that.
your ass down,
Because it's
Yeah.
always parents
those type
whoop.
of parents.
Back in
No,
the day,
that
real because they was emotional and they didn't know how to teach. That's the real
right.
reason.
So I mean, from my personal perspective, if you're going to spank your child, you also need to put that energy into following up and having conversations and mending that relationship back and building that relationship. You don't just beat the kid and leave them off, right? So there's a way you can spank your kids and then follow up and have them understand. Well, a lot of people do is just whoop their kid. Like, you know why you got to whoop it. Nah, you got to come back with a follow up. But now with current methodologies, it is we don't do the whooping. Consequences are not really a thing. We're just gonna focus on telling the kid the right way, trying to reinforce verbally and correct them and telling them what they should do. And there's no physical consequences or just consequences in general are not really what is being pushed.
But you know why?
You know what? And it's crazy you say that. Huh?
But can you see?
It's crazy you say that because me and you, with our experience, that's kind of what was promoted amongst staff is, absolutely nothing physical, nothing at all. You have to literally talk.
Yep.
Despite the behavior, only thing you can do is talk.
Yep.
Now there are, stimulations as far as if you have to do certain things depending on what's going on. Like if there's something that's threatening, like physical harm or something like that, that's when you have to intervene. But other than that, only thing you can do is talk. That's it. So it's almost like, we were at the basis of that. Because that's all we can do is just talk. Now, it's some, if you was that type of staff that the kids knew not to F with, they already knew all you had to do was talk. You know what I mean? In a lot of cases, all you had to do was say something. But, you got a bunch of, if you're not working with people that's not on the same page, you always going to run into issues because they don't know how, they don't have that same type of, reputation like you would as far as the kids listening to you. You know what I'm saying? So
you can see, but like you said, you can see the clear difference.
Yes.
Of how things go.
Kids are far more. They're we'll call it talking back, but they're very dismissive of a direction now. They're more, well, I don't want to do that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's very, but
combative and want to power struggle and all that.
Yeah, but I mean,
you do know why? We especially in our community, we whoop. You know why, right? Because our parents did it, and their parents did it, and their parents did it. We don't have no real understanding of why. We just know to do it.
Yeah.
Reality of it. Here's the thing. You remember the whole? You ever hear this statement? I'm whooping you so to keep you out of jail.
I've never heard that one.
How many of them jail people got whoopings? Probably most of them. It didn't do nothing.
I actually, some of them, probably like majority of them, probably was like in and out of home, didn't have a relationship with their parents, kind of like that type of lifestyle upbringing. I feel like so where a lot of times I feel like when there's a split in the household, kind of now dad's out the house. Now it's unbalanced. And now you go with both of your parents. Now you just raising yourself. You allowing the streets to raise you. So now you just know survival. So I do whatever it takes to survive. Your whole mindset. And just imagine you have about hundreds of thousands of those people around the world just having that mindset of like you and we are all brought up in a functional upbringing. The structure of our lives was put together well. We're who we are today. But other people did not have that structure. They had to build it themselves from what they know on the go. So they're just like that's what those people in jail that you're talking about. I feel like.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think you touching on even what Jennifer touched on. She said thinking you could discipline every kid the same is stupid. I whooped both my kids. One responded to the whooping, and the other one fought back. No kid or adult responds the same, and that's I think like you said, we're built different than the ones that were in jail. You know what I'm saying? Different lifestyle ways, and responded to it differently. So yeah, I mean, those are good points. I think,
and not in her case specifically, but I would say a kid who is receiving discipline and fighting back is just looking like they're just being attacked, and they don't understand any other reason for them to be disciplined than I'm being attacked right now. And that's where that follow-up conversation and you giving them that understanding comes into play, because like I said, just beating them and going on about it is not the way.
You got those one kids. I know everybody's seen those kids, especially out where like you sit the child down and you be like, all right, little Timmy, you got to be good, and they're like, no, I don't care. Like, you cannot kick. It's not good to kick. Like,
so what's the first thing you think of?
And that's a kid with no boundaries.
What's the first thing you think of?
I want to kick this kid.
That kid needs a whooping. That's the first thing you think of.
He needs to be some type of. You cannot cross this line. This is a stove. It's a hot stove. This ain't for you to get to this level. So you would think next time, but like you said, there's no boundaries to set with these kids anymore. Now it's just like you just kind of got to touch them when it happens instead of letting them know this is just sealing with me and be like, yo, I don't even want to mess with this person.
Do you think it's like more of like you walking on eggshells now?
So the whooping would be defining that boundary. That's like, this is the line. You cross it, you're going to use, this is the line. But then the conversation afterwards is helping them understand that line. Like why you can't cross that line.
I mean, but they did that with us, like when we got whoopings and stuff like that. You know why I had to do that, right?
Yeah.
They'll comfort you after the whooping when you doing that hard cry.
A lot of these parents
my mom did it to me. You know what I mean? When she whooped me, she come to me and you know why I had to whoop you.
Salmon, little apple.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She explained of why she had to.
Not everybody's doing that. Not everybody is.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's parenting out that way. Like I've seen these parents sit there and screaming and cursing at a 3-year-old, and it's like, what? Yeah. Why are you talking like that to a 3-year-old?
Exactly. That's different.
Yeah. Like she said, we think that we've been conditioned to think that violence is the only way to control, and that's true. Even from the beginning of time, the only way to teach is I gotta beat you. It's like
beat you. That's why that's the first thing you think of when you see a child acting up in the store. Like, man, that child needs a good whooping.
But it has a psychological effect, though. It does. It has that. If something has a threat of harm to it, you would tend to want to avoid that thing.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's when you whooping the kid, is the kid thinking I don't do this no more, or I don't do it in front of the person who's causing me pain anymore?
Oh yeah, they could be thinking either or. It depends on the mentality of the kid, right? Because then you're gonna have that kid that's like, well, I just want to do it in front of you, and you see those kids all the time. Or the kid's like, oh, I don't like this, I don't want to do this, I ain't gonna never do this. You see it all the time. It's how 1,000 people can experience the same thing and come away with different interpretations of it, each one. So
makes sense.
like Jennifer said, you can't pigeonhole everybody into the same thing. Not everybody is coming through with the same thing, and that's why if it's your kid, you should know your kid. You spend enough time around to know their mentality, know what makes them tick,
Yeah.
and then be able to reach them on that level. But again, you can't. Not everyone can do that, because if I'm so caught up in providing life, going to work and doing this, you're gonna drop the ball on certain things like that. You know, especially in single parent homes.
Do you think like all right, I'll say for example, like me, my oldest one, it damaged him more if we had to work out more than a whooping. I'm like, oh, okay. So you act up in school today. So we about to bust out like 10 push-ups. We're gonna do that 3 times.
Whooping. Just give me the whooping.
Yeah, and he started like, oh no, and I'm down there with him doing push-ups with him. You know what I mean? But you can't say you're doing it alone.
I like that.
And that's a prime example of knowing, not defaulting to a whooping, but you still got a boundary set.
Yeah. Something that they don't like.
And mentally, through that workout, it's building physically, but it's also building mental strength at the same time.
Exactly. You know, we used to go for runs, do push-ups.
Benefiting.
Yeah. Instead of just whooping them, you know. And when he got older, you know, at this time he was a teenager. At this time, you got to think differently. There is no push-ups, no sit-ups. Now this boy's stronger. He already doing it on his own. So now I start taking games. You know what I mean? You got to figure out.
So would it be okay if I have, like, whenever I have children, my 5-year-old could run on the side of my car?
No, that ain't okay for your 5-year-old to run on the
side of the run.
You better be out there running with your 5-year-old,
Nigga, this ain't Rocky. You got a boxing match coming up, nigga?
It was a video I came across of where the father was disciplining his daughter, and she was in extracurricular activities, and her grades were slipping. He just told her, like, yo, I'm taking you out of those. You're not doing them in that. And that was what it was. Like, you know, he's like, yo, and he worked out with her. They run, they whatever. And that was the discipline that he chose. It wasn't a physical thing. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just paying attention enough to your kid that you know what makes them motivated.
Yeah. Like, for example, my youngest one, when he was younger, I didn't even have to touch him. It was the sound of my voice. If he hears my voice range just a little bit higher, he knows. Yeah, my daughter. Anything San Casel's junk out now. I can bring it back. I'll hold it a bit longer. But like, it's not like when he was real young, there ain't no cursing out. And I was like, yo, sit down. And then he'll go sit down somewhere. You know, it's nothing like a beat or nothing like that. Yeah. Do you recommend stuff like that if that works on your child?
Oh, yeah. If raising your voice works, yeah.
There's no need to do anything else.
So that way,
in my case, baby girl, the phone is her prized possession. Now, I have a button on my phone.
Yo, twin.
I have a button on my phone where I can shut her phone down from wherever I'm at, and she knows that. So she already know. I'm a call away. I can be like, oh, what's going on? Bloop. And her phone will get shut down. She can't do nothing with it, and it drive her crazy. So she know better. I'm like, okay.
Do you take her? When you're on movie set, do you ever take her to meet celebrities? You met the Rock. I didn't know you was motherfucking in the Rock.
Don't worry, you know what I mean? One of our cousins, me and him, we about to shoot a movie together. You know what I mean? Just like the Rock. I heard he trying to go to movies too.
Look, AJ talking about y'all kids. Yeah, man, my son. Yeah, my son.
Yeah, who that? Pookie?
Yeah, what a dog. But yeah, Mook, man, what's up?
What's up? Man, we've been on this for a minute.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good conversation. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This was.
And that little clip you played threw me though, talking about just being illiterate. Man. That's just such an ignorant viewpoint, man.
Was that on Drink Champs or Smoke Champs? Which one?
It was a podcast that Juelz Santana was doing.
Like, there's nothing wrong teaching your child all of that stuff. How by the time he hits the 9th grade and all that stuff, he knows, like, he has that mindset that he wants to start his own business. That is excellent, but he also needs to read. He gotta know how to read too.
Reading
is fundamental.
The whole mentality that I will want my child to have more and better than I had has just been lost. It's just gone now. People just out here just doing whatever with these kids.
Well, I would say, if you think about it, what's the actual level of most of them people education? Because a lot of them say, well, I got out of school in the 8th grade, so it stops there.
Mm-hmm. But the crazy part is, right? People will look at it like, oh, I only got an 8th grade education. I'm fine. So you get an 8th grade education is okay. No, that's not what the point is. You can say, I only got an 8th grade education, but I want my child to go the full way, right? The reasons that I had to only get that level of education were this, and that wasn't great and it wasn't optimal. I would want my kid to go the full. And people just lost that. People are just more like, it was good enough for me, so it's good enough for you. You're not better than me. Well, your kid's supposed to be better than you. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely right about that.
You are definitely right. Reading Rainbow.
But yeah, so this is good. Like I said, this is a good one. And before I get out of here, I just want to see, hey, Poop, where was you and AJ at when y'all took this picture?
Well, man, I can't really see it too well, but I think we was at Pook House. We was at the Polywog Pad. You know what I mean? We was at the swamp and we was over there chilling and man.
Yeah, we were Shrek there, Hey, I wanted to ask. I forgot to ask at the last conversation. So, what do everybody think? Is Diddy done, or where does he go from here? Like, when he gets out, where is he?
He's not done.
I mean, his reputation is probably, took a hit, but financially, I don't know. People in no positions, they smarter when it comes to their finances. They not just, he ain't gonna be broke when he get out. I don't believe that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is part of that documentary.
He gonna do something to get people good graces again.
You want to make some money?
He gonna get an image consultant. He gonna work his way back in. You might see him do some charitable acts. He's gonna do stuff to make people forget. Like, you ain't gonna be able to he'll do something so when you Google his name, all that stuff don't come up. Like, it's just all the stuff you could do. Like, it may take time, but he'll get back in people's good graces.
Yeah, like R. Kelly, he probably won't be able to make a comeback, but Diddy probably have a better chance.
What you mean? He's still singing songs out of jail, man. What you mean? He on point.
I get it, but it ain't gonna be the same when he get out.
He'll come out with an artist. He'll come out with an artist and actually do right by him and make him a big success, and then attach him to that success, and he'll be good again.
R. Kelly's gonna get out. He's going straight to Diddy.
That might be redemption.
Hey, the best of both worlds. They do a best of both worlds.
Diddy gonna jump in the tub of baby oil.
Word.
They do a best of both worlds 45.
Everybody, thanks for kicking it with us. Also, in the video clip, my colonoscopy gonna be attached to the video, so y'all look for that. Y'all watch out for that. That's already
on the Diddy tape.
Speaking of horror flicks, y'all see Welcome to Derry?
Oh, that was pretty good. I liked that show. Welcome to Derry.
Check that out. That's a very good show. I like it a lot.
You know what I just got on? I just got on. I know I'm late, but Godfather Harlem. I just started watching. That's a good one.
Man, you mega late.
Yeah.
Mega late. Like
Oh,
season
you
1.
talking Godfather, and that with Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that Godfather.
You
That's
like starting
Is
off
it
with
good?
season 1 late?
You want to go,
I
boss?
started watching. Only watched like the first season. The first season pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the other seasons, but I ain't gonna lie to you, that first season was pretty good. That's why I said, man, you just starting season 1.
Yeah,
You got big busted. You got big busted over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate it. This is good conversation. Thanks everybody out here who's watching. Jennifer, I see you. Bye. Thanks for
All right. Salute.
I mean, who else chimed? Wait, hold on. Somebody else chimed in. Where they at? Where they at? I want to shout them out. Jennifer.
You
was
talking
on.
about the other company? I think that was me, bro.
Yeah, you know, he be texting the group chat and like on the side.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jennifer. I was, you know what I'm saying?
I was like,
Gotta
damn, we got somebody else.
engage.
Him right
Yeah,
there.
y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. We work hard, man. We work hard to give y'all this good knowledge, this good understanding, this good conversation between family.
Entertainment.
Y'all make sure y'all support, like, share, and subscribe this, man.
Word.
Not so common.
Word. Was that you again, Troy?
Yes, that was me. He said bye, and I was saying bye.
All right, peace, man.
Peace out.